What is good, Carti people? It's your boy Bobbalam, and today we're doing something a little bit different in that we're gonna check out y'all's hot takes that I posted on my blog page, aka spam account, where I just post all like the news that we talk about on streams and in videos. So if you haven't already, make sure to go follow it. Narcissist will be the last album by Carti. Y'all funny. This is definitely a hot take because if you just saw bro's Instagram account, I don't even know if he's dropping Narcissus anymore. Bro looks like a fucking clown, and not in like the negative sense. Like bro actually looks like a clown. He's wearing face paint and he took down all of his other posts. So will Narcissus be the last album by Playboi Carti? I don't think so. I don't know if he'll drop it this year because I feel like now Carti doesn't necessarily need to continue dropping music to stay relevant because he does things like hopping on the Donna 2 listening party or potentially going on tour with Kanye. Like he does all these things where people in blogs will post him constantly. He don't need to drop new music. Plus he might even change Narcissus. He's definitely recording music, but I think he's just trying to find some more inspiration on a new sound because honestly, bro controls what the underground makes music on. Whatever beats he hops on next, the underground will too. It might take him 2 years to make this album, but I think he'll just do 3-year stretches just like he always does. And of course, today is basically like the Yeat hot take video because obviously Yeat is like the hottest person right now, at least in the, I'm not saying it, not underground. He's mainstream. He literally is projected to sell 35K first week with his 2 Alive, so I'm not gonna say it. But since he's gotten so big so fast, we got so many haters and we got so many people who literally want to suck his but you already know what these people gonna say. Yeat is overrated and liking him is just a meme. I don't know if it's just a meme, bro. His music just goes that hard. Although I get what you're saying, like some people are sheep. They probably only fuck with Yeat because a lot of their friends or people they see online are fucking with Yeat, but that's just music in general. You like what other people like because it's just a vibe. Like if everybody's dancing to a song, you're gonna hop in and start fucking with the song just because you share an experience with other people. Ultimately, that's what music is. But these haters kept going. They said Yeat is only getting this much attention because people fiending for that Carti sound and Yeat provides it while Carti is not dropping. And I've heard this hot take before. Might be true, but here's the data that I think proves that false. Yeat started popping like in the underground, and he was still underground at that time, early 2021. And we all know Whole Lotta Red dropped late 2020, like literally 5 or 6 days before 2021 started. And yet within like 3 months, people were fucking with Yeat already. Like it was already bubbling at that point. He had like 30K and he was going really fast. So I'd have to disagree with y'all. I think all the hot takes such as Yeat is Carti's substitute until Carti drops and then he's gonna fall off. I think Yeat's gonna be a big player for some time. Like it's not like he just has one song that blew up and it's way bigger than him as a persona. I think just people fuck with like every single song. He doesn't have like just one song. Maybe what people think of him as like the bell, but again, that's in like fucking 20 songs, bro. You think people are just gonna ban bells? Would not put it past people. I think the only reason that people are starting to hate Yeat now is because one, maybe they don't fuck with like the corniness of fan bases, but that happens in every fan base. So all the jokes that I say for Yeat fans, Carti fans, Uzi fans, like it's all fun and games. Every fan base is corny, okay? People probably think I'm corny as shit. But along with that, I think some people in the underground are starting to resent Yeat is because he's not their special artist anymore. He's moved on, he's gone mainstream. Whereas, as we all know, the underground starts to not fuck with artists as soon as they get a mainstream fan base. It just happens. But on the other hand, we got some people who are Yeat enthusiasts and they're saying things, wild things. This is definitely a hot take. Yeat will be bigger than Carti. He definitely drops more music, but will that consistency prolong? Because as we saw, Sofego was already the bigger underground artist and Yeat surpassed him because of his method of releasing, like dropping 3 projects before Sofego even went to the studio. But Carti about to go on tour with Ye. He's been affiliated. Like he's just so rare. It's just hard to beat Carti. I don't know. And Carti's still on his trajectory up. It's not like he's peaked yet. I think Narcissist is gonna be even more hyped than a Whole Lotta Red, to be honest. With this like new clown persona, Jeff Hardy, bro is literally going to eat children like it. And since we already talked about Carti, we gotta talk about Uzi too. Regarding Yeat still though, come on, this is today's episode. Yeat's potential is higher than Uzi's prime in 2016, 2017. We gotta see. We gotta compare Billboard hits, because Uzi had so many. You was right. Money Longer. If we're talking 2017, which is when Love is Rage 2 dropped, that's EXO Tour Life 2, which peaked at like top 10. So Yeat's gotta get a top 10 single before he can even compare to Uzi. That's gonna be super hard. But none of the underground artists are even touching Uzi's prime of 2016, 2017. I don't think Yeat has influenced a whole generation yet. But next couple years, let's see what the underground's popping with. It could be all bell beats, similar to like how Rage is used now, just everybody fucking with bells. Enough of Yeat though. Now that Yeat and Sofago have surpassed underground, we gotta talk about who is the top in underground right now. Can is the best underground artist now. And it's definitely justified in that Can is still one of the top rappers in the underground, because I don't think he's hit mainstream just yet, but his competition is pretty strong in that he's got what? SSG Kobe, who's, I don't know, in like purgatory of underground and mainstream. Y'all let me know in the comments. Is he still underground anymore? I can't tell. He hasn't gotten like a mainstream hit just yet, although he has all of the cosigns. But Can's competition, in addition to SSG Kobe, would be like Autumn, Summers, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely. That's about it. But I do think Can does put up a fight with them. Jace might give him a run for his money though. Very soon. He's not the top right now because Jace is still growing. He's blowing up as we speak. But let's see where we are by the end of 2022. Yeat had the same impact Carti did with Whole Lotta Red. Given that the album 2 Alive just dropped last Friday, I don't think it's even possible to have impact yet. Now, as I said before, if we wait a year and we see what the underground is all rapping on and it's all Yeat beats with like fucking bells everywhere, like to the point where Venom will not be able to survive on Earth, then maybe we can have that conversation. But for now, you're a little bit ahead of yourself. You just pre-came. Sorry, bro. Carti versus Uzi debate is over. Carti is way better and Uzi is just desperately trying to reach Carti level. I think right now, Carti is better than Uzi. However, as I always say, Uzi's peak, not numbers wise, quality wise, 2016, 2017, 2018, pre-Eternal Take era, or like the original, the V1 EA, cannot be touched. Carti might hit there, but he's not there yet. Maybe Narcissus he will, or whatever project he's dropping. But for now, I do think that Uzi is looking up to Carti's like artistry on how he's super rare. He's putting face paint on, like how he cultivates a whole persona every single project rather than just dropping music on like mixtapes or albums like every other rapper does. That's what makes Carti super unique. Uzi even said this on the Aiden Ross stream. He was like, Carti's the best. He's effortlessly him. Even when I saw him live at the Donna 2 listening party, bro was just like wild as hell the way he moved. It reminded me of like peak Lil Wayne in the 2000s era. Wayne was just saying whatever the fuck he wanted. It didn't even make sense. It was like outrageous vocal fluctuations, but somehow it was still hard just because he was being him. Ken Carson slowly falling off. I think he just hasn't dropped because the Lost Files, as we reacted to, that shit even charted on SoundCloud and it was like force leaked. So I don't think he's falling off. He just needs to drop music, and he just did announce X-Men is dropping spring summer of this year. Now will it be Cap? Most likely, because he legit did say that it was dropping on Halloween last year, and look where we are. We're in fucking the next year. Maybe Ken Carson just meant Halloween as in look at what Carti is wearing. Well, here's a big one. We have a better chance of getting a Yeat Uzi collab than 1629. I legit think that we have a better chance of getting an Uzi Yeat collab tape than 1629. There's no way Carti's gonna drop a collab tape. He's too rare for that, and I don't want to be dick riding like that, but you get the point. Like, Carti just doesn't drop music to keep the hype up whenever he does drop music, or like post new pics and shit. Like, a collab tape is just too much saturation for a person like him. But yeah, Yeat Uzi collab tape, that shit would be fire. And I think it'd be beneficial for both of them, because Uzi definitely need to drop some new music, tapping into the new beats. We just need Yeat to pick the beats, you feel me? Not Rage though, please, please. And last hot take for the day, and let me know, by the way, if y'all fuck with these types of videos, and we'll continue to do more. Cochise is the real king of underground with just his snippets alone. Now, y'all know how much I fuck with Cochise. However, I don't think Cochise is really part of the underground culture, so I wouldn't say he's the king of it. He definitely, in the definition of the word underground, first of all, he has Billboard hits with like Tell 'Em and Hatchback. That he has a bunch of TikTok bangers, but I don't think that he's really like influencing people to sound like him. Maybe he's just another artist that you can't replicate, even though I know what y'all are gonna reply to that. So I wouldn't say he's the king of the underground. I'd say he's more of like a lord, in the sense that he owns his own part of, I don't know, some land off in fucking Asia in medieval times that's not really part of a country or anything. Just he owns his own subsector of land that isn't really part of the underground. Plus, he's above a lot of the underground rappers just because, again, he has hits. Actually, let's do one more that I thought was really interesting. If Juice was still with us, underground might have looked different. I think you're right, but the emo rappers did pass away. RIP to Lil Peep, X, Juice WRLD, who were, you know, the leads of this movement. And so since the leaders of this movement passed away, a lot of the underground, which at the time emo rap was the underground. So I think if X, Juice WRLD, and Lil Peep were still here on this planet today, the underground would look way different because there would be more leaders of the underground. But who knows? These rappers might be on emo rap more. Like, it would still be cool as opposed to being corny, because I just feel like when I listen to emo rap now, I'm like, damn, yo, you're putting me in a bad mood here. I don't want to be sad when I go to the grocery store. Like, I'm already copping onions. I can cry with those. But that concludes today's video of all the hot takes. Pretty much Yeat, Carti, Uzi edition. It's been your boy, Bobbalam, signing off. Make sure to like and subscribe and join the Bob game if you with it. Peace out, you know what I'm saying?